Responsibility is a conscious choice taken to action as we materialize nothing into something, one over another. It is the becoming of this or that and the other. We take on the responsibility of what happens with every decision we make. Our wholeness entangled with Source becomes the reality we see unfolding in the dual nature of separation. Causality is written in duality, and time-space is an expression of this relationship, whereby every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and the rules of energy conservation take place. Before anything is manifested, its potential lies in a both and, either or, neither which plane of existence. Space-time is created out of this field of potential, manifested out of the big breath of creation. We could say that the flow of space-time presents itself as a flattened hologram, where conscious players in the hologram appear to make choices, setting off different actions in the computational field of probabilities. When we make a choice, just like when you make an observation, you render reality frame by frame. The difference between most observers and us sentient beings is that we can observe ourselves making an observation. We can then evaluate these observations and choose to reconsider. We come to this free choice soul trainer to exercise free will so that we may be responsible for what happens to ourselves and to each other, accountable for the choices we make. Free will comes with great responsibility, and it is the essence of our existence and the spice of life. Otherwise, perhaps we might be robots, biological androids in blinded pursuit of survival. We are here for much more than just this, especially if that survival is based on ruthless competition. Our mission is to cooperate and grow like the fractal universe which is evolving through us. This universe is expanding as more and more information is generated and more space is spouted out of nothing in the ever-present lapses of time. The universe inside of us, expressed as atoms and subatomic particles, some of which were imploded shortly thereafter the Big Breath, want to evolve, want to transcend, and we do that with each and every breath we take, in love or in fear, by being responsible for the choices we make. Because what we choose sets off a series of actions. Causation is an intrinsic parameter of this rule set. The simulation will present you with a lifelong of challenges. It is our decisions that shape our lives. Every choice we make comes with consequences. We have to assume this accountability for the status of our actions, accountability for our sanctuaries, our bodies which are embodied in the universal continuum of wholeness and cannot be separated from this entanglement. What we do unto other, we do to ourselves. What we do to the planet, we do to ourselves. And what we do to ourselves, we do to others. Nobody's coming to clean after our messes, and nobody is going to come and save us. Not Jesus, not Muhammad, not the second coming, nor any prophet, not the aliens, and certainly not our governments. Nobody is coming to save us from our very own mistakes, habits, and complicity. The moral compass that best guides us begins with a simple and profound agreement. Do unto others what you would like others to do unto yourselves. And derived from this we get, love thy neighbor, and love thy home. Love thy bodies, being responsible for what we feed to it, for what we do to it, for what words you put in your mind, responsible for what we choose to believe and accept as truths, responsible for what we do to this very planet, and we, the stewards, will ultimately pay for. My fellow actors, this is not a free ride, and we will be accountable for our actions. Let's grow into the mature and sensible adults that we are made up to be, experiencing what is experienced because of who we are, aware that we are projecting out there our mental constructs with our emotional makeup. We become the expressions of this world, and this world becomes the expression of ourselves, mirroring and reflecting our conscious. Fellow human beings, your actions are requested. Take on this challenge as the ultimate responsibility and an act of self-governance, releasing our shackles, waking up to the nature that is you, the miracle that is you, the evolutionary impulse that begets your participation, making choices that will take us on a luminous path and avoid any action that will inadvertently push the reset button.